In estate planning, choosing an executor can be one of the hardest decisions I think that anyone will ever make. Wayne, how do you choose an executor? How, as someone that maybe has 3 kids and maybe a brother or younger sister that they're looking at as an executor, how do you choose which person would be the best to be the executor of that estate?
You know, oftentimes what families do, and I think lawyers let them do that, one of 5 rules I have for estate planning that I think destroys 30% of families that you should never break. One is never name co-executors. So if you have 2 or 3 kids, you say, well, they're all good kids, I love them all, they'll always love each other, so I name all 3 as my executor. So that means when I die and when we start dealing with money, and money is tough, you never realize who people really are until it comes to splitting up money or things, and emotions, spouses, life gets in the way of the end result of that. And so they name, you know, let's say you have Bobby and Susie as your kids. Bobby and Susie are your kids, and say, well, I can't name Bobby because Susie will get mad. So, well, the first indication is if Susie's going to get mad, she should not be the executor. Anybody that's going to get mad over anything should not be the executor. And besides the fact, if you name Bobby, you die, you're in the coffin, you're looking really good. You look good in the coffin, your suit's all nice, it's straight, you're looking good. And Susie comes by and realizes that you didn't name her as executor, and she gets mad at you. How mad can she get at a dead man? And how long is that going to go on? But if Bobby and Susie get mad at each other, they'll never talk again. Your grandkids will never talk again. And it's not worth it, and you don't know who's going to become a warrior financially when that happens. I mean, literally, when you pick an executor, you need a doer. So I need someone that's going to take action. That's the first thing. I don't need the smartest person. I need a doer that's going to talk to the talk to the attorney, talk to the financial planner, and then go get things done. I just need a doer. That's what I need.
So just to clarify that, and I like analogies, so it's don't choose more than one executor. Don't do co-executors. And to me, it would be like naming 4 head coaches to a basketball team, right? You got to have someone in charge, because that would be a disaster.
Yeah, sure. You have to have a kid. So name a doer. One thing I've gotten to believe, don't name a child. Why name a child? When so many of my clients don't talk to their siblings because of that, why name a child? Why not name a professional fiduciary? Yes, you pay them a couple $1,000s to do it, but name a professional fiduciary that's going to do exactly what the documents say. They're going to know how to get the tax return done. They're going to know how to go to the tax court and get it released from the court if they go through probate. They're going to get it done. And if the kids get mad at somebody, they'll get mad at this person that's doing exactly what your documents say, and it'll kind of draw the family together. But if you name a child and they don't agree on anything, it's just amazing over things that aren't worth anything.
So professional fiduciary, some people watching may not know what a fiduciary is. Can you explain that?
Well, it's actually people that will be executors or trustees of your estate.
Okay.
After each other. I and my wife, we have each other as trustees, but we name a professional fiduciary. Both my kids are smart. Both my kids are very talented people. I want my grandkids to talk long term.
Yeah.
I don't want any problems with my kids. The professional fiduciary will do exactly what they're supposed to do, and so we've named a professional fiduciary. They'll get it done timely. You go talk to people who've been executors or trustees. I don't find very many of them. The ones that enjoy that job are mentally, there's something wrong with them. That's not an enjoyable job.
It doesn't seem like it would be.
So from my perspective, never name co-trustees, for sure. Always name a doer. It doesn't need to, a lot of people get locked into it's got to be the oldest child. What's what's about that? I think we outgrew that decades ago.
Yeah.
We need a doer. My preference would be name a professional trustee. It'll get done. Yes, it'll cost a couple $1,000s to get it done, depending on how complicated your estate is, maybe more. But isn't a couple $1,000s worth having your family get along?
Yeah,
forever?
and to me, it seems like it would be a disservice for someone to name co-executors just because you're causing that tension.
Oh, there's just so much problem, and it costs more money to do that
Right.
because every time the attorney needs to do anything, they got to send a letter to 2 kids or 3 kids. Every time they need a decision, so the attorney bill is larger. You've created a bigger bill. It just, and there's so much chance for disagreement. We need a chief. We need a chief. We need a decision maker. We need a head coach. And so name one person. I would prefer it was a professional trustee. And you're all different. Every one of your circumstances are different, but think about it. If you go out and Google professional trustee, they're there. They're in every state. You'll find them. So be careful about your estate plan, because the last thing you want to do with the wealth you've left is to destroy the family you love so much.